friends, how are you today? Boy, the weather is beautiful, Fred, you know.
Gorgeous.
I mean, it is absolutely great. We're glad to see you today. We have a few things we need to talk about, and it's with the beautiful weather coming here in Arizona. It's going to be. I got a feeling it's going to be busy. Today is the second day of the government being shut down, and I hope that by the time that you see this, we're back in the graces of our government, you know. But you know, there's only one thing I don't quite understand. So many people are not getting paid, but the government is still being paid. You know, they still get their money, but hey, you know what?
A lot of them are coming forward and donating their money to a charity, which is a good thing as well. So they would all do it, but they're not going to do it. That won't happen.
So some of the people in the government are giving their money to the charity. Bless their hearts.
That's right.
That's. I think that's the way to do it. You know, but if I had money, I would give some too. You know, but. 35 cents, I don't think I can go too far with that.
Well, it's in my predictions. I came up with this, and we're still working on it, but we're not done. Boy, there goes my mouth. Meaning my writer and myself.
Sure.
So she got under the weather, and I just talked to her today, because here we go again. She texted me and went, "I'm sick." No, don't do that.
No.
And I said, I'm perfectly healthy, and get back together. And she had blood pressure thing went, and I said, you're hard on yourself, and it's like you got a little mallet, stop doing that, and go back in, visualize the speedometer, and bring it back like this. And then go to your favorite vitamin store and talk to the person and have them give you something natural, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
Well, you know, on the lighter side, I had a client tell me one time that they were sick, and I said the same thing. No, you're not sick. You just, you know, you're okay. You just got to, you know, believe to yourself that you're not sick, and do this and this and this. And she says, oh, okay, and she drops that, you know, right down the spot. And one of the relatives says, I thought you said she wasn't sick. And I said, well, yeah, she was not sick. I didn't say she wasn't going to die. I said that she was not sick. Yeah. I know that sounds a little morbid at this time, but it's a little likeness that I came across. Speaking of likeness, I understand one of your clients, your long-time clients, went to the movie star program, you know, the awards.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
And I was just kind of curious, you know, what does he say that the place is it all made up to be like you see it on television with the glamour? And
oh, it is, because I used to be there.
Oh, were you?
And one year
that's right, you were in the movies too, weren't you? Yeah,
I was supposed to go to the Academy Awards, but whatever happened there, it didn't happen. But yes, they planned this so far. What it cost is outrageous. But the way you see the planning, and it's very detailed, and there's so much jewelry that's loaned out. It's beyond your comprehension money, and billions of dollars. So they're watched. All those actresses are watched.
Well, I would imagine so.
But no, it's very glamorous. And then the smart thing to do if you're an up-and-coming actress or actor, behave yourself when you go to the parties, because you're being watched.
Yeah, well, you know, if I gave out my jewelry, I would be watching them too.
Yeah.
So, well, listen, Fred. I'll tell you what. I had a client the other day, and she was asking me about a particular situation, and I want you to see if I want you to get in tune over here with me to see if we come up with if I came up with the with the right guide to use in this particular case. She had an old friend that she's had for years and years and years and years. In fact, she and a girlfriend and this particular fellow, they all grew up together.
Mm-hmm.
And some years ago, he passed away.
Mm-hmm.
And but ever since then, she says every so often, she gets this anxiety attack and she could hear him.
Mm-hmm.
and that talk and talking. Now, she never had any romantic situation with him. In fact, the other girl was the one that married him.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So, and she says, you know, it's not, it's something that really gives us a concern about him showing up like that. Every once in a while, he just shows up. And I tuned into her heart in itself and checked with my guides who led me to tell her that before they came to the earth here,
Mm-hmm.
They were very good friends then, and they made a contract together.
Mm-hmm.
Not a particular contract for romance or stay with each other the rest of their lives here on earth, nothing like that, but a contract to always be friends with each other.
Mm-hmm.
In their mind and in their heart, they would be there. And that his showing up every so often is just his way of letting her know, I still remember our contract.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still looking over you.
Mm-hmm.
Because one of the things they agreed to was, before they came here, that they would look after each other all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, it got a little bit more in detail, but those are the basic things that I said to her. And I said, you know, well, let me ask Fred to see if he can get something real quick about that, you know, and maybe we can completely solidify the situation with her, you know. So
Okay, two things. One, she's the one that can hear.
right.
So he would be coming to the one he was married to, but she doesn't hear. So she's coming to this one, and tell her to relax when he comes in, because she's taking so much image, it's getting her rattled.
Mhm,
Just
mhm.
breathe and go with it.
Mhm.
Sit down and write down what he's saying to her and share it with her friend.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, and because that's why he's coming. He would go to both of them, but he goes to the one that can hear.
I see.
And see, her friend senses it, but she doesn't know how to read the signs.
And I tend to agree with you on that, you know. So, you know, there are so many friendships that were made before showing up on this earth, you know, and they're still going on, and they will always go on. In fact, you know, a lot of the universe is made out of spiritual friendship,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that you can't argue, because we don't know what argument is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we only know what laughter is, and we only know what happiness is, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And this is, naturally, this is what awaits those souls, those bodies that have complied with their commitments that they said that they were going to do when they got here. You know, not everybody has a clear vision of what they're supposed to do. That's why there's so much grief on this earth. You
Well,
know?
the other side of that coin is when those three, somewhere along their travels between here and the spirit world, come to a feeling of, well, we've done this enough,
Mhm.
they'll move on into other
Certainly.
dimensions. And so those that come in for loving, that come in as friends, that come in marry each other, all sorts of things. And then when that one moment they come in their life, I'm working with somebody right now on that actual thing, and it will just come to, there's just no more.
Mhm.
And then I have a client, she called me late last night, 'cause she has a friend for 50 years, and she's going through things, so I said, well, let's just do something. Let me get your guide for you. Let's see what's really going on. And I pulled her guide, she thought it was a friend of hers. And I said, not unless he's gone to guide school. Believe me, there's guide school on the other side, and you have to go to
Yeah.
that before you become a guide. And so when I got her in touch, that individual told her exactly why she's going through what she's going through, and their friendship is fine. Her friend has to go through this period of time. After she goes through it, their friendship will reconnect. So it's like going to school on another level. You think we go to school here? It was more fun out there because there's no books, it's just energy.
I tell you what, I kind of, when I was going to school, I kind of supposed that because I seldom have any books with me at school, you know, so.
Well, you know what it was like for me when I was dyslexic. Of course, we didn't know this, so I work extra hard, and I'd always get good grades when I figured out how to play the game. And years later, when I found out who I'm not, I asked, why did I choose this lesson? They said, because 500 years ago, you were so anal. And so, this is the only way we can
Well,
break it.
I can have vouch for that.
It's true.
You know, so, but.
We will learn new ways.
Well, I hope that your situations out there, that you have ways, and of course, you know, you got us right here, and
Come from here.
and your heart as well, to help out with your own days coming, and hard times, and good times, and bad times. We'll always be here for you. So let us know, you know, we'll be glad, and we'll bring you another little case story next time. We have to take them as we go, you know, as they come in, so that the folks out there can keep up with them, you know. So, but listen, we'll see you in a week, you know, and hope to have more things. I have a message that is being put together right now for you, Fred. You know, and it's going to be exposed right here on YouTube here with the rest of the folks. You're going to be listening to this one. You know, it's a special message got for you.
I see.
So be around, and we'll see you in about a week. How's that?
Yeah.
Good. Take care, folks.
Much love.
Much love.